This is the review for Transformers Generations Decepticon Vortex. And this is the Takara version. And as you can see by his packaging, he's not in there obviously, he's right here. But by his packaging, obviously, with the Takara Tomy logo over here, and the writing down below. As well with the other ones that you've seen in my other reviews, complete packaging with the bio and everything else. You know, obviously I can't read that, so still cool packaging, just because I'm so bored with the domestic release. So anyway, like I said, we're going to be reviewing Vortex. So what we're going to do is we'll take a look at him here. And one of the things that I absolutely love about all the foreign releases is, you know, it's just a trend. They have really excellent paint jobs to them, and the one thing that really stands out is the gold. The gold on this figure is incredible, and it really works well with the reds. I mean, you have sort of a kind of a pinkish color here, but you have the plastic red here. You have a metallic sort of sheen to the red accents throughout it. You have this orange, reflective orange that stands out just enough from the gold, and you have your black accents. And you know, I thought that the blades were gold too, but you know what? Just that little bit of silver, I think sets it apart. So it's kind of nice. Yeah, I mean, overall, I can't complain. Yeah, I mean, and even the Decepticon logo on the side is really cool looking. I have no idea why the camera is washing it out, but you know, whatever. It looks better in person, trust me. So with Vortex, I mean, you have your standard mold here. You know, all that's changed is obviously the paint. One thing that I did notice is between handling the domestic release and this one, maybe it's just my imagination, but it seemed that the plastic was of a different quality. But I was trying to be careful because I don't know the durability of Takara's overall paint, so I didn't want to, you know, necessarily damage it up because it looks really cool. But the plastic quality itself is seems different, but then again, that could just be my imagination. So anyway, I'm really loving the way it looks in vehicle mode. You know, with the other releases that I've had, the vehicle mode was just kind of blah. But on this one, I think it's rather appropriate in the artwork. For the concept, let's take a look here. Can't really see it that well, can you? In the concept artwork, he was more of a gray sort of, you know, just kind of a not really a flashy looking one. But in the game, I think he was actually more akin to his product released here. So anyway, so the vehicle mode is very sound mechanically, really, and I mean it's a Cybertron and a helicopter. I mean, there's not really much more to say about that. So you know, obviously you can you can either have it a little bit more streamlined if you didn't want the cannons on there. So anyway, it kind of looks more like an insect with the cockpit, the way it's set up and everything. But yeah, definitely great in vehicle mode. So let's go ahead and switch him into robot mode and see how he looks. And here's Vortex in his robot mode. The overall scheme really translates well to his robot mode. And again, he comes with both of his cannons that we saw earlier. The more I've looked at it, I really kind of thought they were stupid, but the more I look at it, how the blade part, you can see how they've actually managed to visually separate it from the gun part. And overall, I think it translates better as a gun. Now, obviously, if you wanted to, you could use these as the sword function also. It just kind of depends, you know, whatever your preference is. Now, one thing that I did want to mention is with Vortex, you know, it's just this is one of the actual flaws of this is really you can see that there's not really any way to have his helicopter blades clear. It kind of catches on something in many different angles. Even like this, you know, it still kind of brushes up against there. So really, if you're going to have it out like a weapon, it needs to be bent, and it shows, you know, you look at the arm, it's kind of bent at a strange angle. But that's the only way it can really be deployed as a weapon in robot mode, is with the arm at a weird angle. Otherwise, if you want to follow like the instructions say, basically it's supposed to remain collapsed like this. Which, you know, if this part had been able to fold down on this part of the arm, that probably would have been a definite improvement, because right here it's just kind of weird sitting there on the top of his arm. I mean, I guess, you know, you never really see it in the game, but I guess if he left it kind of static, he could use it as a kind of a claw weapon, you know, just whatever. Overall, it's not a kill, and I probably bore you guys to death with the admiration I have for the selection of overall paint that's used for these, and I apologize for that if I do. It's just after spending a lifetime of looking and buying Hasbro's versions, which are, for lack of a better term, duller, I'm just really in admiration because I didn't used to think so, but I mean, as is evidenced by Vortex here, sometimes the color and the paint can make all the difference. Just, I mean, this one, the Hasbro release doesn't hold a candle to it. Looking at all the detailing, I mean, every little bit of it, they utilized this mold really well. I mean, there's not really anything disappointing about it either. I mean, even down to the head right here. I mean, yeah, I mean, nothing but pure admiration for it. So, overall, would I recommend this figure? If you're comfortable with the price point for him, and you really like the character of Vortex, you loved playing him during the game, yes, I would recommend him. If you're comfortable with that. As you can kind of see by the artwork behind him, let's see if we can get this a little bit more. There's a little bit of a reflection on it, but you can see mostly that this one holds true to the concept artwork that they had for him. So if you're looking at buying this character, you can definitely tell that you're buying one that has remained basically true from the conception of this iteration of Vortex. So anyway, this is the review for the Takara version of Generations Vortex. If you want to, feel free to check out any of my other videos, and we will see you guys next time.